Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Hudson Landworks. My name is Kyle Hudson, and this is my dad.
Good morning, Robert Hudson. And for those of you that don't know us, we are a land development and improvement company, and we're focused on three primary areas. That's land clearing, excavation work, and new home construction. So those are our three primary areas. And every Saturday morning, no, we don't.
Not every Saturday morning.
In fact, it's been a month since we've done one of these. So
it has been a month.
When we can, we like to do what we call Saturday morning on the porch. And that's what this is. And it's just an opportunity for Kyle and I to get together. Yeah. And we kind of talk about what's been going on for the last week or two and share that with y'all. But
well, sure, it's going to be the last month now. I mean, honestly, it's just been so dry and dusty. And, you know, we went through a spell about 2 months ago where we couldn't get away from the wet, from the rain. And now it's just so dry and dusty that you can't even mow the grass without getting a cloud of dust getting up with you. So
yeah, it's I mean it's August, right?
Yeah,
so you guys don't know when we're filming this, but it's August and we're in Mississippi, and we hit a drought usually. July and August was a little later this year. Like Kyle said, we had a lot of rain up until I guess probably mid-July, and it was hot, man. Golly, it was a scorcher for us to be out and working. We got a little bit of a reprieve for a couple of weeks.
And with these summer showers coming through, you know, these spotty showers, you got the humidity and everything coming in. And even right now, just in the morning time, sitting on the porch in the shade, it's still just muggy out here.
Yeah. But it's just so hot and humid, and it's thick, man. You can cut it with a knife, and that causes those afternoon showers to pop up.
Yep.
But man, even in the last couple of weeks, we hadn't seen many of those.
Yep. Well, past couple of weeks, we've done a good bit of work. Unfortunately, like we said, it's been so dusty and stuff, and a lot of the work's been land clearing and running that mulcher that we tried to get some footage of some of the clearing stuff, but it's so dusty that you can't even see anything. So
yeah. And we've kind of had to divide and conquer here the last couple of weeks. Kyle, you know, it's almost like we have two different divisions. We talked about land clearing, excavation, and then new home construction. Well, they're kind of different animals.
Yep.
And the good thing about where we are, and we live in a rural setting. You guys know we're out here on the ranch, and that's where we do a lot of our work. So a lot of folks that call us are looking for something that's kind of all inclusive. They want us to come in. They bought 3 acres, you know, or 5 acres, and they want us to come in and clear a portion of that. Do the dirt work, and then build a home for them. But Kyle has been focused for the last couple of weeks really on the land clearing side.
Yeah.
He's been running that the skid steer with that Rupp Manufacturing disc mulcher on it, and I've been more focused on the home building side for the last couple of weeks, and it's worked out pretty good for us.
Yeah. I think we got a couple homes going up soon, don't we?
We do. We actually have 3 new houses that will be starting in the next, I'm gonna say 3 weeks. We'll probably, if the weather holds out, probably be not this week, but the following week we'll probably start pouring slabs. And
so on those homes that we're building in the next couple of weeks, do we have any work to do, any cleaning or anything like that going on with those?
Yeah, actually, so all 3 of them are a little different. One, they already had somebody come in and clear the work before they found us or met us, or clear the lot.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a little bit of dirt work
that
we got to go in and do to get the house pad ready, and then that one's gonna move fast. We'll go in. We'll have 3-4 hours worth of work to do the pad, and then we'll be ready for our concrete guys to come in. And then we've got one that there was a house there, or there was a trailer there already, and the trailer burned down. So it's rubble.
Yep.
Right, and it's a mess. So we've got to go in and do cleanup on it, and then we're going to do a good bit of dirt work for her because it's kind of sitting up on a hill, and we're going to cut that down and level it out to give them a little more, flat space for their yard. And then the third one, which is a little uncharacteristic for us, but it's actually a lot in the city. And this is a couple that has a house and they own the lot next door, and they're going to build kind of like we did for Kyle. I would call it a guest house, but it's actually for her mother is going to live in it. So kind of a mother-in-law type deal for them. So all a little different. Yep. And that one is they've got some big trees that really I told them they're going to get a tree company to come in and remove those, and 3 or 4 big ones, and then we'll come in and do the dirt work and go from there.
Yeah, sounds exciting.
It is, yeah. And we've got, man, we actually have 6 for sure and potentially 8 between now and into October that we're starting. And one of them is going to be a good bit of clearing work.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to talk to them because now's a good time for us to go on and get in and get that going. We don't want to get into the rains in October.
Right.
And all.
We don't want any delays on the house building part of it.
Get bogged down. Yep. But man, Kyle, you kind of become an expert with that mulcher, hadn't you?
Yeah, we've done a lot of jobs with that clearing. I think in the last even just 3 weeks, I've put upwards of 80 to 90 hours just on that mulcher.
Yeah.
Just thinking back, I'm trying to think of how many jobs we've done in the past month with that mulcher, and it's been a lot.
It has been a lot, and it's we're running that. We got the. We really kind of backed into that. So, we weren't thinking that we were going to need the mulcher or not yet. Anyway, we got us some stuff where we really did. So, and we've got the smaller machine. We've got that SVL 75-2, the Kubota. And so we had to find a mulcher we could run on it for now.
Yep.
And we got that 48-inch Rut Manufacturing disc mulcher. And, man, that thing has worked pretty good.
Yeah, it does the job.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that it's on a smaller machine.
Yeah.
It's a little slower than it would be on a bigger machine, but it does a really, really good job.
Yeah.
It does a good job.
It does. It's getting us by for now.
That's right.
That's right. And we've already been looking at a larger machine to kind of add to the fleet. We'll keep the 75, but we'll probably use that one more for our going in doing these house pads and a lot of that stuff like that. Driveways.
I mean, it's still a great machine. That 75-2 does everything you need it to do.
It's been a good machine. And really the only thing, well, I think 2 things with that mulcher. One is we have to run that smaller mulcher. It's a 48-inch.
Yeah.
Instead, they've got a 60, but it's 48-inch, and then it just doesn't have the flow on it. I mean, even when we run it in high flow, there's just not enough juice on that machine. It bogs down. And
the main thing on it is, on that disc mulcher, you got to wait till it spins up, to full speed before you hit them trees. And a lot of the time, it's just waiting for that thing to spin up to get in there and start working. But once it starts going and spinning up, mulcher's a mulcher. Once that momentum's going and going, it's going to eat up what's in front of it.
Yeah. Well, I guess of course, man, Kyle has run it a whole lot more than I have. But I guess part of it is just trying to just kind of keep feathering it so you can keep that momentum and not bog that thing down.
Yeah, it will definitely bog that machine down. But if you get that sweet spot and know what you can and can't do, you won't have any kind of problems with it.
Yeah.
But so we've got a really nice clearing project coming up Tuesday, I think, in a neighborhood, and it's gonna be a lot next to the mom's house. And they said they're going to build a house out there too. So I'm going to try and get some footage on that one. Hopefully it's not going to throw up a huge dust cloud. We got a little bit of rain, so hopefully that'll cut it down just a little bit. But we'll see what we can do on that one and hopefully
it's going to be dusty. It's going to be dusty.
I think it will be too, but maybe I can stop and just kind of show you all a little bit of progress throughout.
Yeah, so we need to get some more footage. It's we haven't gotten a lot of footage the last couple of weeks. We took some pictures and all. So we need to do that. Need another video coming out, but we've got quite a few videos out. So I hope y'all are enjoying those. Yeah. And we're gonna get. I was thinking last night we might do a time lapse on a home build.
Yeah,
I thought that'd be neat.
That'd be cool
if you guys would like to see that. So we'll just kind of start from ground through completion. And I'll try to put the camera in the same spot, every day or a couple times a week or whatever, and just film things going on. In other words, when they're pouring the concrete, and we'll film as they frame it up. We'll film as we put the roof. I mean, all that kind of stuff, and then let Kyle do his magic.
Absolutely, that'd be cool. That'd be like a 4-month project. That'd be a cool video.
Yeah, so we'll do some of that, and I'm gonna start getting more video on the home construction side as well. So I don't know if you guys will. I hope you'll enjoy that piece too. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Kyle and I just run in separate directions, and we need to really be getting video on both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess we did release video. I had that project where I had to go fix that pond. Mm-hmm. And we did a video on that, so that one's out there right now. I think we put that one out last week.
Yep, that one's out there.
So, what else has been going on in your world, Kyle?
Oh, not a whole lot. Mainly just running that mulcher, as much as I can. Mainly just running that mulcher. And,
I'll tell you what, so the mulcher, man, it's hard on the equipment, number one. It is hard on that equipment. But it's hard on your body too, isn't it? Man. Tell them about that and being in that machine all day.
First of all, it's not much room in that machine, as you guys know. Being in that machine for 8 hours a day, you get cramped up anyways. But running that mulcher, it's just the best way I can describe it is like if you want, it bogs down sometimes when you're trying to go, it doesn't go, and running over the bumps and the humps, and it gets you seasick sometimes. You just got to sit down and put your face in the AC every now and again and get your bearings back. But yeah, it's, there ain't no suspension in that skid steer either. So, you knock them trees over, you roll over them, it jars you a little bit. But yeah, it definitely jars you a little bit.
Yeah. And that's, man, I think one of the hardest things too. I say hardest thing. One of the things you really got to keep an eye on is keeping those teeth sharp on that mulcher. Because if it's not, it just doesn't do a good job. Mm-hmm. And then you've wasted all that time because you went through. Basically, what happens? So if you keep the teeth sharp, you get a good clean cut. But if they're dull, it just kind of rips and shreds stuff, and it doesn't look real clean.
Yeah, and down here in Mississippi, we got a lot of those sweet gum trees, and those things are so rubber bandy that they don't get a clean cut anyways.
Yeah.
So, and most of this clearing stuff that we go to, they're always, I hate them sweet gums. Well, everybody hates those sweet gums, and they want them sweet gums out, but it's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with the sweet gums.
They're a mess. Even when we've got the larger ones, and we go to push them with the Mini X. If I don't dig out around, here's the funny thing. Some of them I can go right up to it and I can push and they go right over. Yep. And then some I have to go in and dig, and they'll have pretty big roots down. And if I don't dig down and I go to push on them, they're just like a rubber band. They do just like that. They just fold over like this rubber stick or whatever.
Yeah, and so when you run that mulcher, you cut the tree and it sucks it up and it spits it out. And sometimes on like pines and stuff, it actually, when it sucks it up, it mulches it and spits out the mulch.
Yeah.
Those rubber band trees, they get up in there and it just rubber bands it around. It don't mulch anything up, and it just sticks the whole tree out. Yeah. So it don't mulch anything up.
Well, you had some issues too where it was just kind of rolling it up in there. And
it gets stuck in there.
It gets stuck in there.
But those things are a booger. They're not fun to deal with.
Yeah. It's kind of like those little rubber dog toys or something. Trying to cut that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So did it. So, but man, that's. I'm glad we're doing this again. We missed. Man, I think it's been a month.
I think it has been a month. Since we've done the
Saturday morning on the porch.
So last time we said in the Saturday morning on the front porch, we're planning on doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
And we're planning on giving away a mug. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll probably give away more than one.
Yep.
We may do a couple of hats and a couple of mugs.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we'll work on that, and we'll put that in the next. We'll do the next Saturday morning on the porch.
Next Saturday morning on the front porch, we're going to announce that doing the giveaway. We're going to give away a couple of hats, a couple of mugs.
Yeah.
So next Saturday morning on the front porch, make sure y'all tune in. Hopefully it's in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
We'll just make a point. We'll just have to do it.
Yeah. So
if not next week, it'll be in 2 weeks
for sure. So be sure to stay tuned on that one.
Yeah.
And
although we probably need to do it next week because in 2 weeks college football starts.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I mean,
Dad likes college football.
just a little bit.
Dad likes college football a little bit.
Just a little bit. So yeah. hotty toddy to all my Ole Miss folks.
Yeah, you can see the color of the hats that we got is Ole Miss color. So if you an MSU fan, then you in tough luck.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, 2 weeks. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited because college football means it's going to start cooling down a little bit.
Yeah, I am ready for a little bit of fall weather for sure. It's been a hot summer. The bad thing about college football is I normally do a lot of work on Saturdays, especially around the ranch, kind of catching up. And I don't know, I get excited about watching those football games, and it kind of takes me away from doing stuff out here. I think about it's going to be fall, it's going to cool off, and all the stuff I can get done. But then the football games start.
Well, fall comes and you ain't got to cut grass anymore and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of frees up a little bit of time. So you got a little bit more free time for some football.
Man, you say that, but we I don't know where y'all live, but I mean, around in Mississippi here, we cut grass almost till Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it slows down.
It slows down. The growth does, but
mostly because, and even right now, it's slowed down a little bit because it's so dry.
Yep,
we're not getting any rain, but it still grows, and we have to cut it. I mean, I have cut the week of Thanksgiving before, and that's usually the last time.
Yeah. Yep.
And it may have been 2 or 3 weeks before I had cut it previously, but so anyway, man, we really appreciate y'all watching, and we appreciate the support on the channel.
We just like hanging out with you guys,
and but y'all share this with others too. We're trying to grow the channel, so Kyle always says we need you to like and subscribe, and that really helps us out.
And it's free for you guys. And, if you like seeing this kind of stuff, it pops up on your feed if you subscribe. So yeah.
And if you know other folks that do this kind of work, or they just like watching this kind of work, man, send them our videos, so that they can enjoy it too. But so I guess that's it, buddy.
That's it, man.
We're going to wrap it up. So y'all have a great Saturday. And what do they need to do, Kyle?
Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Also, stay tuned. Again, in about 2 weeks or so, a week, 2 weeks, we're going to announce a giveaway for the hat and the mugs and stuff. So y'all stay tuned on that. Make sure y'all check in on the next video, because it's definitely going to be on the next Saturday morning.
Yeah, we may have a surprise giveaway.
That's right.
We might come up with something else, too. Right. All those folks saying, man, all you're going to do is give away a mug? I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like my Hudson Land Works coffee mug.
Yeah. Yep. A mug and a hat today, and it may be a jet next week. Who knows?
I don't know. Oh, and we will give you a new mug, but I'm not going to give you the one I've been drinking.
Oh, yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that one. You don't want that one.
All right. Y'all have a great Saturday.
All right. See y'all later.
Take care.